It's not freeze-dried. It's not expensive. It's not rare. It's already in your kitchen, and almost nobody keeps enough of it for a real outage. And there's a second mistake families make. The moment the lights go out, they
Just that in
reach for the
itself
wrong
is like
foods first, and by
an
day
opportunity.
2, they've burned through the items that actually buy them stability. That first food does something almost no emergency product can do. That's number 1. We'll get there. When the power cuts, the problem is not just inconvenience, it's a clock. Your refrigerator keeps food cold for about *4 hours if it stays closed. Full freezer buys you about *48 hours. After that, a lot of what people think they have on hand stops being reliable fast. And this matters even more right now because the smart move is no longer replacing spoiled food at whatever the store charges next week. USDA's Economic Research Service says food at home prices are forecast to rise 3.1% in 2026, faster than the 20-year historical average. So this is not about panic. It's about precision. These are *6
Приветствую вас,
specific
дорогие друзья!
foods,
Сегодня говорим мы о
*,
курении.
stockpiling before the power goes
Приветствую
out.
вас, дорогие
Each
друзья!
chosen
Сегодня
for a
говорим мы
concrete
о
reason,
курении.
each useful in a real household, not a fantasy bunker. And the closer we get to number 1, the harder this gets to ignore. Number 6. Instant oats. One of the cheapest foods in the
Однако
store
специалисты в
quietly
области
beats a
медицины
lot of flashy
уверены в
survival
обратном.
foods where it matters most in the first 24
К
hours.
2005 году
It helps people feel
распространенность и
full
потребление табака
without burning
среди
through the
населения
better
до
supplies.
25%.
A clinical trial published through
Снижение
NIH's
до
PubMed Central found that instant oatmeal increased fullness, reduced hunger, and even led to about 85 fewer calories eaten at lunch, compared with a ready-to-eat cereal breakfast. A broader review found the majority of evidence suggests oat beta-glucan improves satiety, largely because the fiber slows digestion and helps extend fullness. That's why oats belong here, not because they're glamorous, because in a real outage, the first battle is appetite control. If everyone in the house feels hungrier, faster, you make worse decisions. Eat the fun stuff too early, and your pantry suddenly looks a lot smaller than it did on day 1. The practical move is simple. Buy plain instant oats or quick oats, not just sugary packets. Keep one canister open for rotation and one sealed backup. If you have hot water, great. If you don't, quick oats can still soften with cold water or shelf-stable milk long enough to be useful. Hold this one in mind. At number 4, it connects to something most people completely miss. Number 5, canned fruit and applesauce. The first thing stress strips out of a house during a blackout is not calories, it's normalcy. Federal emergency guidance doesn't just mention canned foods for survival. It specifically points families toward ready-to-eat canned fruits, and it also reminds you not to overly on foods that are too salty or spicy, because those increase your need for drinking water when water may already be limited. That's why this category earns a spot. Canned peaches, pears, mandarin oranges, fruit cups, and unsweetened applesauce do something bigger than people give them credit for. They bring hydration, sweetness, familiarity, and compliance. Kids will eat them, tired adults will eat them, and that matters more than perfect nutrition labels when the room is hot, the fridge is warming up, and everyone's patience is shorter. Buy fruit, packed in juice, not heavy syrup, and store at low effort. A flat of cans or a tray of cups in a cool, dark pantry. If you've got older parents, small kids, or anyone who tends to lose appetite under stress, this category is far more strategic than people think. We've been talking about survival. This next one is about something different, continuity. Number 4, shelf-stable milk. Most outage pantries are built by adults, thinking like adults, and then they fail the second a child wants breakfast. Coffee still matters, or oats and cereal suddenly have nothing to go with. Ready.gov explicitly recommends non-perishable pasteurized milk as part of an emergency food supply, and foodsafety.gov says emergency foods should require little or no cooking, water, or refrigeration. and should be stored in a cool, dry, dark place, 40 degrees Fav to 70 degrees Fav. That's why boxed milk or dry milk matters more than people think. It keeps familiar routines alive. Oatmeal becomes breakfast instead of compromise. Coffee stays coffee. Mac and cheese from the pantry remains possible if you're cooking outdoors. And for families with children, one familiar taste can calm a room faster than another speech about making do. The low-friction move: keep *6 to 12 single-serve boxes of shelf-stable milk. Air, 1 bag or box of *dry milk, dry milk elf if cost and space matter more. Put it near your oats and cereal, not somewhere random, because good storage is not just what you own, it's what you can reach without thinking. Take a breath here. We're at the halfway point. Everything from here forward carries significantly more weight. And here's the detail I didn't give you in the opening. Number 1 works for adults and kids, straight from the container, with almost no prep and almost no cleanup. The next one involves a fullness advantage most people completely underestimate. Number 3. Canned beans. Beans get dismissed right up until the moment you need a meal that is cheap, filling, shelf-stable, and edible, even if the stove never comes back on. A systematic review and meta-analysis on dietary pulses, beans, peas, chickpeas, lentils, found they produced 31% greater satiety than control foods in acute feeding trials. And Ready.gov reminds families that commercially canned food can be eaten out of the can without warming, which matters a lot more once fuel, cookware, and cleanup become real constraints. That's the hidden value. Canned beans are not just protein, they are appetite control, energy steadiness, and meal extension. They let you turn a thin pantry into actual meals. Beans with crackers, beans with rice if you can cook, beans with canned chicken, beans with salsa packets, beans with nothing but a spoon. Buy pull tap black beans, pinto beans, chickpeas, or refried beans. Low sodium if you want flexibility. Keep at least a short row you can see, not buried behind baking supplies. If your house has older adults or picky eaters, refried beans are often the easiest entry point. One thing before we reach the top 3. Something most channels covering this topic will never say directly. The best blackout pantry is not the one with the most food. It's the one with the best, decision resistance. Here's the framework. Stock foods that are shelf-stable, spoon-ready, satisfying, and shareable, That's the mistake families make when the power goes out. They stock ingredients instead of answers. This next one will challenge an assumption you've probably had for years. Number 2. Canned tuna, chicken, or sardines. The protein gap is where most outage plans quietly fall apart. People assume the freezer has them covered. Sometimes it does, for a while. But official guidance is brutally clear. A closed full freezer buys about 48 hours. Refrigerated food starts becoming unreliable after about 4 hours and power stays out. That means the protein you thought you had may become the protein you have to throw away. That is exactly why shelf-stable canned or pouched meat earns this spot. FDA notes that undamaged all-metal cans and retort pouches are among the waterproof, reliable package types emphasized in emergency guidance. In plain English, this is durable protein that doesn't ask you for electricity, thawing time, or much cleanup. The move here is simple. Keep pull tab tuna, salmon, chicken, or sardines, plus mustard packets or crackers nearby. If your family hates sardines, skip the purity contest and buy what they'll actually eat. A blackout pantry built around food nobody wants is just expensive. This one and number 1 together form the most efficient combination on this entire list. Picture day 3, no microwave, no certainty, and still being able to put real calories and protein on the table in under 60 seconds.